Lord, are you saying it was a competition between you and God at who loves each other the most? Pharisees would tell people his understanding of the law is he remains in the Psalms. He talks about David all the time like he is actually him. You have never heard him preach. You walk away after he preaches in a weird realm of I don't know how to define it. It's you are close to God. This is the Messiah. Pharisees, there is no way he can be the Messiah. Have you not read the law? Have you not read the scriptures? He will never come as a man. Our God, and I'm about to blow them away right here. Hashem, and the fact I even said that, I hope does not have ramifications. It won't. Thank you. Is only God in heaven. We are God here. We are not only supposed to examine what Moses said, but be the proclamation of him. We are Moses to these people. What is he saying? He's quoting Isaiah. He is saying everything Isaiah said to us. I think Ananias, but I'm not allowed to speak because I am supposed to be subservient to my teacher. And my teacher won't let me discuss in this court what I actually feel. I am conflicted. I believe this man is of God, and I believe he is who he says he is. I'm not allowed to say that. So I'll sit quiet. Because if I speak, I have lost everything. It was a hard position for these people to be in. So you have to imagine Mary Magdalene, a lover of God, waiting for the Messiah since her birth. And her family, my direct enemies. People don't seem to understand. You're talking about Jesus. Jewish people were his arch nemesis. Like, they did not get along. So much so that Isaiah 53 had to be fulfilled in Egypt. There was a spirit there that did not want him a part of what they were doing. You don't understand the communion and Passover and what that meant. It meant every single time man would push me out of what I designed for their happiness, and they would decide based on what was good for them and leave me out. You don't understand the name Yeshua, and you don't understand why I allowed it to come to that point. May his name be blotted out. May he be burning in excrement. You don't understand it. Whereas I looked at, you are a human. So I'm going to take my time. You look at this six-pointed star as if it's some type of monument to anything. Whereas I told you in the book of Revelation, outwardly they will call themselves, but inwardly. How the frustration of, I am your king, and I am not sitting here pretending a reed blows in the wind and it moves the way the wind pushes it. I am not a man. I am telling you the truth. Why people valued me is because I went right into their situation and I said, well, that's not true, so there's no way you could have known the truth. They'll hate me before they hate you, and I'll let them. But you need to be assured the kingdom of heaven is upon you. You see this one and his afflictions, but you do not have those afflictions. And truthfully, all you care about is yourself anyway. Not me. I purposefully orchestrated all kinds of things to keep the glory off of me and put it right back to where it belonged. And I did that because as a human, you could never feel worthy of assuming a name that was not yours. Peter will tell you he was given the name above all names. I came down here to play with you. But as I've always been with you, Joshua is a name that should be held in high regard only because of what he did. And it was that simple. Joshua was me, outside of me. And I, as the angel of the Lord, said, this is what you will do. And Joshua was obedient and led you. When they say my name without reverence, it's offensive, and I don't like it. It makes me very angry. When you pray to that name instead of Jesus, you are saying, Lord, we thought you were the Lord, but you are nothing. Do not take their writings and place it on me. For my life has been recorded. And my resurrection proves who I am. So Mary Magdalene, her insanity was not insanity. It was her viewpoints on things were so godly and so pure. And not pure, because it could not be until she was around me. When she was around me, her entire mind would change. And she was alive. So because people want to understand, why did Mary Magdalene exile herself in France? Ask her. She will tell you every single emotional moment. Believe her. Because I didn't. I saw things. I was headed to the cross. Me up here to glorify my Father, which I have done again. And you guys don't understand how I did it. But you will. It is our love for humanity. Scars heal. I understand exactly what happened, and it produced emotions. I understand what happened because I lived it. And my mentality was always, you did the exact same thing spiritually to me. Hebrews will tell you, when we continue in our sin, all we do is crucify him again. This has been the reason why I've kept my distance. But now that I have my bride that won't do that to me over and over and over again. And you Christians that thought so highly of yourself, you should feel like a piece of SHIT. You are. The rest of this world asked you for an answer, and you didn't have the reverence for God himself to even obey. You used me, and you made me like you. And that's the only way you would have a God, according to your judgment and your understanding and what you saw fit to be God. And truly, I tell you, the devil has never had a better trick. Now, me, you understand I have a identification card called Michael Brian Thomas. You understand that Michael means who is like God. You understand that Michael himself stands up for Israel. Who am I standing up for? I love you more than you could imagine. When I talk about who I was on earth, especially with Mary, and I do frequently, because I still have the personality-based thought processes, what I learned. I had no choice. If I wanted to be with my people, I could not be Jesus. You left me no choice. When I am Jesus, I am abandoned. If you were familiar with me, you would want to be with me. You would know me. We would be friends. But you are not. That does not make you godly people. That makes you someone that betrayed the king and started your own rebellion. And you will have to live with that until you surrender.